My wonderful gisters, South Africa is boiling again, and they are boiling hand for rising issue of unemployment.
In the last quarter, first quarter of 2026, we lost 345,000 jobs, and indeed this quarter we have lost 16,000 jobs.
To anger over foreigners, not just there, to looting and also school being closed down.
The Eastern Cape Department of Education is closing 123 schools due to dwindling enrollment numbers.
What exactly is going on? How bad has this gone? Let's go down. This is what actually happened in South Africa. Unemployment rate has skyrocketed due to this xenophobic issue that has been going on, them hitting on foreigners to go back to their country. South Africa has currently, in the last quarter, they have lost 345,000 jobs. It didn't just stop there. In June also, they have lost 16,000 jobs.
The largest decreases in employment were recorded in community services and social services, showing a decline in government sector jobs. Construction sector jobs were down by over 100,000, transport around 30,000, and the private household sector saw 28,000 job losses. While unemployment increased in the period, the youth continued to bear the brunt of it.
In the last quarter, first quarter of 2026, we lost 345,000 jobs, and indeed this quarter we have lost 16,000 jobs. Let us look at those that are outside the labor force. Of course, the students have always led in this regard. They have gone up by 1 percentage point, and quarter-on-quarter changes 101,000. The discouraged work seekers went down by 1.1%, straight by losing 227,000 jobs. Home seekers up by 0.2 of a percentage point, quarter-on-quarter changes 6,000. And of course, those who said they were too old or too young to work, they went up, they remained unchanged, my apologies. And of course, but there was a slight change in the absolute numbers, 24,000.
The unemployment rate is skyrocketing, and this is really creating a lot of tension to the extent of manufacturing rate in June has declined to 1.7.
Higher levels of economic growth should go a long way, but it's taking time to be realized. For example, Stats SA also released data showing that manufacturing production in June declined by 1.7% year-on-year, a sector that could potentially create more jobs, but one that appears to be regressing.
It's really raising an eyebrow. These citizens are really complaining. A lot of people are complaining. Is it that they didn't see this coming? What did they really expect for something like that? Do you know what it means to chase foreigners out of your country? The people that are more of like the major stakeholder in your business, in the economy. You are chasing them away, and it didn't just stop there. Due to the rate of unemployment, what do you now expect from the citizen? Frustration. This now leads to pain. Not just pain. From pain now, they don't have any other option than to commit crime, which is looting. They now turn their frustration to the foreigners who they accuse to be the agent of their problem, who they believe is the catalyst of their problem. They now turn the frustration on them, and what did they do? They end up looting. Okay, just like this one that happened recently. This is exactly what you get from a country that has high unemployment rate by just chasing foreigners away. Not just that, to show you how serious is this, even the educational sector is being affected. The students are being affected because you can literally see that while looting is going on, students are still involved in the looting process. To show you how serious and more dangerous this situation of foreigners is, schools are being shut down.
Now, going back to this story, the Eastern Cape Department of Education is closing 123 schools due to dwindling enrollment numbers. The decision to close the school was taken this financial year, with the move already being implemented in some facilities. And a further 300 schools will also be closed in the next few years.
123 schools are being shut down. Not just that, there is even more possibilities of 300 schools being shut down. So according to the spokesperson of Eastern Cape, there is a criteria. A school to keep functioning, you must meet some certain criteria. For example, if the criteria for a school now, the maximum population, you need 100 students, and you now find out that this school, they are shooting below that requirement, they have like 70 students, the school will be shut down.
With Malibongwe Mdima, who's the spokesperson of the Eastern Cape Department of Education. Mr. Mdima, I hope this line will be a little bit better. Just to the question that we had asked about, just to define what these unviable schools are.
I was saying the unviable schools are schools that have got lesser numbers, leading to lesser resources. For instance, as you know, that we resource our schools based on the learner numbers. So once learner numbers are dwindling, it means you're not going to have enough educators. You're also not going to have enough other resources to ensure that teaching and learning takes place properly.
Okay, so this decision then to close those 123 schools, that it's also been met with quite a lot of contestation from communities. There's been quite a bit of resistance as well to this. When we're talking about what's going to happen to the children in these areas, but specifically the rural areas who have to travel to go farther away to more of these resource schools as opposed to go to these unviable schools.
So we can literally see the effect of this xenophobia on South African economy, to education, to all the aspects of their economy, to all this aspect of the country. Are you telling me that this shutdown now didn't happen all this while? It's not happening this period that they are clamoring on foreigners to go back. Why are they not filling in the spaces? Why are they not meeting up to the requirement? Why is it now that schools are being shut down? Even more, there's still more to happen. The rate of unemployment has skyrocketed. The manufacturing rate has declined to 1.7%. To show you the effect of foreigners, it's more like foreigners run the country, because you can see since the issues of xenophobic country has been shaking. They now, the citizens now are not seeing the effect, but they don't want to accept it. The painful aspect is, one, to know your problem and to accept the reason, but they don't want to accept. That's what you get when you kick against foreigner, because you cannot run the country alone. You cannot survive alone. The only way to move a country forward is to exist with outsiders, because they have their own idea. You have your own idea. You put it together, country moves smoothly. And don't forget, this is Gist Plus, the heartbeat of every trend. And please subscribe, drop your comment, like, and turn on your notification bell so that you never miss any of our wonderful updates like this. And I still remain your favorite guy, Nobu.